Hi, I'm the Gadget Guru, Andy Pard. You're watching The Vog and iRide.net. Right here is my trusty helmet, and as you can see attached on the side, I have the Cardo Systems Scala Rider Q2 attached. While I've never used this as an intercom device, I have used this on a number of occasions to receive phone calls while riding. The quality has been pretty good, but as you can see, after a couple years of usage, well, it's seen better days. Well, not to worry, because in UPS this week, look what I got. A new box, and what this is the new Scala Rider G4. So I figured now's a great time. Let's go on and unbox this and see what's included. Now, I will tell you right up front that this was provided by Cardo Systems, so I have no idea if they sent me the single or the double unit, so I don't know if we'll be able to test this only on phone or as an intercom, but we're about to find out. So let the unboxing begin. Here we have a little zip strip here. Pull it. Open it up. The prerequisite packing paper. And here's the box in here. Move this out of the way. Well, I'm happy to report that Cardo, the makers of the Scala Rider, delivered the G4 power set. Now what that means is that there's 2 complete units included in this box. So this way, if the rider has one on his or her helmet, the passenger has one on his or her helmet, that they're able to communicate via a wireless intercom. It's a Bluetooth enabled system. Now, the good news is that even if you don't carry a passenger, if you want to get one for your buddy or your buddy already has one, you can communicate bike to bike. From what I read from Cardo's press releases, that these 2 units, when used in the intercom configuration, can get a range up to 1 mile or 1.6 kilometers. Now that's quite a range for a wireless intercom system, but we'll check on that later. Today we're just going to unbox it, we're going to install it, see how it does, then we'll have to charge it up, and later we'll be able to check it on both the phone and the intercom. So here goes. Cardo Systems has done a very nice job with their packaging. It's nice, it's substantial, it's something that I hope that we don't have to use to return it in case it goes bad, but as you can see, it's very well put together. I figured out how to open this up. Oh, here we go here. Now this opens up here. First thing you see is your user manual. Now check this out. Here's the module itself. Now let's go in and just compare this side by side while I pop the module off of the older or existing helmet. And you'll see it's a little bit larger than the other one. It's a little bit longer, a little bit less in height. Also, the buttons have been moved. Instead of being on the back of the Cardo Q2, on the G4, the buttons are at the top. That's the power, and then you have your volume controls right here. And they do have some additional features that can be used with stereo Bluetooth. So that's where we are here. Let's go in and see what else is involved. And again, the packaging's very, very nice. I'll lift this up. Come through, and here are the speakers that mount inside your helmet, and as you can see, they're small, but since they're placed directly right next to the ear, well, if they're anything like the previous model, they should be sufficient and should work okay at highway speeds. Okay, this is the adapter that you can use in case you want to connect any sort of MP3 player, whatever, in a wired configuration. It does include that, and that's for both sets. You have your charger here, and that's important to note that when you are, let's say, traveling, you come back from a day of riding, that it should have a USB, when this pops off, I'm looking for it, it should have, right here, a USB adapter here. I know it's going to be small to see, so you can charge it right here through your computer if you're traveling, or the same cable will connect to an outlet here, so if you're in a hotel room, or just back home in your garage, you can charge it up. Charging only takes a few hours. Oh, another thing to note on here, unlike the other one, when used in the intercom mode, because remember, this can be used on the side of your helmet as a way to receive phone calls. While making phone calls on a motorcycle, probably not the best idea, but to receive them, you can usually activate or answer the phone by a voice command or by touching a button with gloves on. But check this out. This is a little antenna here, and this is what's used to boost or increase the range of the intercom. Okay, now it's time for the next step. We're going to install the Cardo Systems G4 on this helmet. And as you know, I already have this in here, but we're gonna completely remove it. Now, I'm not real good at this stuff, but we're gonna give it a shot to see how easy it is to use. Now, what I'm gonna do is take a few minutes and to read the user guide to see if there's any installation tips. Always a good recommendation anytime you get a new product. It only takes a few minutes. It can then save you hours of frustration later. So we'll be back in just a minute. Oh, hi, we're back. Okay, I just perused the manual, and I gotta tell you, here's a couple of things that I've noticed. First, you have the standard method of installing, which basically you see these here. You just use the included Allen wrench, and it just grips up in between the helmet and the pads. But here's the first thing I noticed. If you look on my current helmet here, you see the microphone? Look at this here. The microphone here appears to be, just the boom area, maybe an inch or maybe an inch and a half longer. Okay, I didn't pull out the measuring tape. Now, I tell you what's good about that. I remember when I was installing it on this helmet, I had to move it up this far to be able to get the microphone near my mouth. It would have been more convenient had I put it back here because there was just more room in the helmet. It looks like with this longer boom that I'll be able to accomplish this and be able to get it on easier. Hopefully that'll cause it from breaking off in the future. The other thing is there is a secondary method of installing it in case you're using it on a helmet where you cannot use the clamp method that allows you just to stick it right on, and then the module would slide directly onto the helmet. Everything's included in a box for 2 helmets on that. So let's go in and remove the old one first. I'm gonna get up under here and remove the screws, loosen her up so it'll slide right out. Got one side, now let's get the other. We're gonna just wedge this out. Okay, I saved you the pain and misery of having to watch me do this, but as you can see, here's the old unit. Oops, let me separate these two. Here's the old unit, and as I said, remember the microphone had fallen off of here. It had broken just recently. It's also important to note that see the little lime green dot here? When you mount it, that needs to be facing toward your mouth. It's a directional microphone. If you're using it and you're hearing the intercom or the phone attempting to activate, could mean because it's facing outwards or people don't hear you and the wind is causing it to clip. This way you just twist it right around, you're good to go. You have the earphones. Of course, this will go, if you mount this on the left side of your helmet, because it's shorter, this will string around, go to the right side. Now I have it set up here. I have my helmet cam mounting bracket here, and it's just fitting in here. And we'll just get the Allen wrench. We'll tighten her up. Now, you have to be careful not to over tighten because the brackets can crack. I can speak to that with personal experience because it did happen to me before. Okay, so that's here like that. Now, of course, I'm going to have to charge this up for it to work, but I'm going to install the speakers in. Okay, the next step is it comes with 2 squares of Velcro. The Velcro, the adhesive side goes inside your helmet, and the hook and loop fastener side goes up like this. This allows you to reposition it if you need it. And we're going to put this in now. What you want to do is to attempt to position the speakers as close to your ear as possible. Okay, that does it for the basic installation of Cardo Systems Scale Your Rider G4. Now, granted, we only put one of them in. The next step is to charge it up. Then what I'm going to have to do is to pair it with my phone. A little bit later down the road, we'll hook up the second unit. We'll see how it performs as an intercom. In the meantime, go to thevog.net or iride.net, basically the same site. Go to the forums in a search box, type in Cardo, and check out this thread. Look forward to your questions, comments, and opinions. For thevog.net and iride.net, I'm the Gadget Guru Andy Parr, and I'll see you on the road and online.